Okay. Are you ready? Whoa, you're getting out your legal pad.
Yeah,
You are ready.
getting down to business. Scott,
What's up, Eric?
I got an idea.
Tell me about it. The Idea Tank Podcast. $1 million ideas coming at you now.
You're in the idea tank. We change the world one idea at a time. And guess what, Scott?
We're doing one idea.
Yeah, we
Just
are.
one idea at a time today.
And that's not all. We have changed the world yet again.
Oh, no. We have?
Absolutely. So I'll be sharing an idea this episode, and then afterwards we're going to be doing a segment of You're Welcome, where we show how we have changed the world with our $1 million idea. And this one might be maybe a $1 billion idea.
Oh,
when
really?
it's all said and done.
And it all started right here.
Right here.
You know it. So, Eric, what's your idea today?
Okay.
Oh, he's getting out his legal pad.
Okay, Scott, you ever had a bad morning?
Yes.
I'm going to perfect your mornings.
I can already perfect it. I just go to the pantry, pull out some Life cereal, and boom, my life's made better right then.
All right, now you're my target audience.
Okay.
Well, do you like camping?
I do.
Do you like nature?
Yes.
All right, then let's jump into the idea tank.
Let's do it. So what's your idea, Eric?
Okay, so I actually have 3 short social media accounts that I think need to be added to this world.
Okay.
2 of which are going to perfect mornings.
What do you mean by social media accounts?
Right. So
Like a face? Is this a new social media platform, or what is this thing?
no, good question. This would be like a YouTube account that needs to happen. We did an episode before where we shared our ideas for YouTube accounts.
Okay.
That would be like a YouTube programming lineup. Why am I having a hard time describing this? YouTube channel.
Okay.
But I didn't want to just narrow it down to a YouTube channel because I think you could do this as a podcast. And the other one, one will be a podcast, one will be a YouTube channel. But both of them combined are going to perfect your morning.
Is there a third one?
There's a third one. It's going to be a shout out to a potential listener.
Whoa.
Yeah.
One of our under 10 million listeners.
Yep. I somehow singled one of them out.
Oh, that must have been tough.
It is. So number 1. You ever see the video with Shia LaBeouf? He's saying, "Do it."
No.
And he's
I've seen,
screaming.
I think the last video I saw of him, he was protesting something.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Sometimes it's okay to hit somebody when they're screaming in your ear. They've already assaulted you, I believe.
Okay.
So
what's his video?
So he did this funny video where it was just him in front of a green screen, and he was just running around, kind of screaming like, "Do it, do it!" Just real motivational stuff, and with the green screen in the background, so that people.
I'm watching it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for you to pull it up. So we get the live.
Oh,
reaction.
wow. He gets like the arms in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like WWF wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, he's pumped up,
I get the idea.
and people have put explosions behind it when he says, "Do it."
And he's just saying, just do it. Do something.
Yeah, just
Okay.
do it, man. Like that thing you're thinking of, it's Motivational Monday, just general. Here it comes.
Like
Here it comes.
www.thepodcastbootcamp.com.
www. Okay, I thought you were going pro wrestling. My mind went there first when you said WW. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
So not exactly like a podcast, not anything specific. That's just general. Let's get fired up. Let's go. It's applicable to anybody.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All 32 million views of this thing. Yes.
32 million.
Yes.
All right, then someone's really got to do this. So my idea is to make a podcast that would sync with your alarm clock, and every morning, so every night, someone like Shia LaBeouf, he creates a new piece of Motivational Monday sound clip. Him just saying some. I guess this is going back to kind of platitudes,
Okay.
where just like today's the day. We'll protect this house. Nobody's gonna. Don't let the morning beat you. Just whatever. Put some music in the background. That way, every single morning, if I'm subscribed to this podcaster, I get a different way to wake up in the morning.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Is this your whole idea?
That's part one.
Okay.
Maybe it's an app, but it's probably just a podcast. But it's got to sync somehow with your alarm clock, so that the first thing you hear in the morning is this motivational podcast.
Good. So my immediate thought with that is it went two different ways.
Yeah.
One is like, man, I hope there's little kids in the world that have mothers and fathers that like do this for their kids.
Oh, yeah. Did
But
yours?
sometimes it was, well, yeah, they did. But sometimes it was like the Shia LaBeouf, like, get up, get out of bed, we're going to work.
Oh, that's just more matter of fact. Like, it is time to get up,
Yeah.
and there will be consequences if you don't.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So have you ever been on a mission trip with 30 people?
No.
Never.
No, I've never been on a mission trip.
That's an experience. Have you ever been on a trip with 30 people where everybody's kind of sharing the same sleeping arrangements? Stuff like that?
FFA National Convention 2003. We're also sharing the same uniform. Short corduroy jackets. Blue corduroy jackets.
Hashtag no cult.
FFA is awesome. I'm just saying.
As long as you call no cult.
No
how
cult.
that works. Within those settings, you get introduced to people with different personalities, and some of those people are like morning pep rally. That is them. They are just fired up to be there every morning. You might see this at work too. Do you have anybody who comes in at 7 a.m. They're turned to the max, and
No.
they're genuine. Like they're no. When I was at the chemical plant and we worked the same chemical plant as my dad, and we would commute there together. And afterwards, I said, I met this guy today, and I said he's just super high energy. I think he's from Latin America. And my dad looked at me and said, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
No, I have met people in my life like that though, that are very excited about like 7 a.m.
yeah,
Like we're gonna do this thing.
I think
Yeah.
we lived with one. Jesse Kraft, hopefully,
Yes.
maybe
Yes.
maybe a listener. Like Jesse's that guy who he's on board. So it's a really good piece to the puzzle of your life is to have somebody who gets you fired up.
I agree.
So that's one podcast idea. All right, so now you're
Okay.
any more deconstruction?
With that idea, well, so my idea went to kids and then adults, like people in college. Yeah, they need that a person like that in their life.
Oh, I just realized where my idea exists. The Rock's Instagram profile account.
Is it really?
I think because he works out, I want to say in his personal gym from like 2 a.m. to 3 a.m.
That's miserable.
And it's him working out and then looking at the camera and shouting motivational stuff. But it's not synced to your alarm clock because I don't need that at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, unless I'm waking up or unless I'm working out, which I'm not and I'm not. Unless I found a really good deal on a flight and I somehow convinced myself it's a good idea to get a 6 a.m. flight and didn't do the math to say when I'd have to wake up.
Okay.
Then I would need the Rock's Instagram post live. But in all other cases, I just need that thing at 6:30, right when I need it.
Okay.
So
Or whenever you get up.
whenever you get up.
I
What time do you get up?
Well, I was just thinking for the college students out there,
Yeah.
there should be an option, or there should be an option on this app or whatever it is that it automatically doesn't go past. Like you can't set an alarm for 11 o'clock, like a.m. after the parties
Yeah.
and everything. It like you can't set it after like 6 o'clock or
There's
7 o'clock.
There's an automatic backup message to give you a gentle admonishment about what are you doing with your life.
There you go.
So there's the two dimensions to that podcast. But someone like Shia LaBeouf, I think could do this if he's still sane. I don't know what he's up to these days.
He's probably still saying just do it
Mm-hmm.
or protesting.
Gosh.
So what's the rest of your idea?
Okay, so you're up now, right, Scott?
Yep, I'm up.
These are connected. You're up. Go to your breakfast table, drinking coffee, eating Life cereal. In your case, that's cool, right?
Life cereal? Yeah.
The breakfast table.
Yes.
You know what would be cooler? Is
What?
if you were eating your Life cereal
In front of a holograph
kind of.
Shia LaBeouf. So I just totally hijacked your idea. Okay, what is it?
If you were waking up eating Life cereal and you had the view of Mount Hood in Oregon and all of its glory on the lake front that overlooks it.
I agree.
Or, Scott, what else do I got here on my list? Or if you were right in a coffee shop looking over Times Square, if that's your thing.
No.
Or, Scott, let's push it to the next level. You're in a James Cameron's submarine and he's looking at the Titanic wreckage. Or you're looking at a live feed of bears during salmon season eating. I'm just talking.
They have those. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay.
So this would be. Do you have a smart TV?
No, we don't have any TV.
Any TV? Okay.
No.
So, but are you aware of like Roku, Chromecast, those sticks?
Oh yeah.
So in there's little channels that you can
Yep.
have, and you could call it Perfect Morning,
Okay.
and there would be all these options of beautiful sceneries to have on your TV, to be the ambiance to your basic apartment in Houston, Texas, because it's very affordable here. A lot of pros live in Houston. Scenery is not one of them. This idea would bring the two together.
Okay. I really like that, especially if I could get a. Is there music involved? See, to me, music is more about getting the right start in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm anti-music.
That explains why we never listen to music.
Yeah. Do you listen to music with other people?
Oh yeah.
Okay, man. What do you listen to?
I think one of the things that pops into my mind right now is listening to 311 with Anton Boos.
Oh, the 90s.
Oh yeah, but I agree. Your concept of bringing on like some nature or something that is pleasant and reminds you of is relaxing,
Right.
in nature.
Right. The path of least resistance for that idea will probably be just making a YouTube channel.
Yep.
And have a variety of YouTube channels.
They have live views of like bears eating salmon.
Yeah.
Or like insert your favorite animal and it doing its favorite action.
Would you rather see a live look with the possibility of anything, or a pre-edited 10-minute clip?
I would rather be lied to, and it would be a action shot that says live.
But nice. Two ideas together.
Yep. That's why we're in the idea tank.
I like your idea. How can we make it better with lies?
True.
Scott, your man.
So there's a third aspect to this idea, right?
Kind of. Those two have perfected your morning. If those two exist, if somebody did those, I think mornings across the world would be significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a third idea that's somewhat of a you're welcome, but I never put on this podcast. It was a total joke. In that mission trip atmosphere, everybody was talking about. We're just sharing how all the different people that you know, but now you're waking up next to everybody, so you get the idea of like what is morning to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say like I hate mornings. Just the first 5 minutes of every day is just the worst. But then after that, you get over it. So my idea was the sunrise bed, where the bed has a nice gentle alarm clock, ding, and then it goes 10, 9, 8. You better get up or don't, because the bed is going to elevate or hinge off the bottom and then press you against the window to enjoy the sunrise. That way, if you don't want to have to get up but you still want to enjoy the sunrise, you got it. And I saw someone did that as a joke or
it was Colin. I think Colin Fears is his name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he goes by on YouTube, but he makes a high voltage ejector bed. Have you? Is this a video you're referring to?
Yeah, probably.
But it's a high voltage, so the alarm goes, and he literally gets launched off his bed.
So all you need to do is put a window at the end of the bed that faces eastward, and you've got yourself my original idea of the I forget what I call it. It's nobody would buy that. Why would you buy that? So yeah, with these two ideas, I think your morning would be better. My third thing on the list is a shout out to one Manuel Montano from our episode at Habit Burger.
Yep.
He was there with Eloy. We were in LA, and I've been shocked by something. On Facebook, he put a 5-minute improv of.
I saw it.
Improv, yeah,
piano, right?
Him playing the piano, just improv.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And I just never. That's what sparked these two ideas was, and he's getting a ton of traffic. It's getting reposted up on my Facebook feed every single day because everybody's commenting on it. And it's just 5 minutes. I don't like music in general, but I listened to that whole thing because it was improv piano. I guess I enjoy that type of music versus 311. So this idea is not somebody should do it. This is Manuel Montano. You should do this idea. You should be I want to see a 5-minute improv clip on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on SoundCloud. Every day you can, because not only can he do that, that's just what he does, and I think he could get a good following doing that because he says he's not a 10 out of 10, but he's good enough to steal the attention of the whole party, and like make friends.
Yeah.
In places that he doesn't even live.
Easily.
But another aspect that he can do, he could title each song, because improv piano, I think, eventually gets old after probably 2. Like, okay, cool, it's another piano. But he has the ability to do a 5-minute improv song that he could label with an emotion.
Oh.
And you would feel that emotion by the way he plays the piano.
Interesting.
It's interesting, and it's a little creepy, because you're like, you can't make me feel, sir. You can't get in my emotions. But he can.
Music does that.
He does it. For sure. So is that, I don't know if have we done one of those before where we have an idea specifically for one person in the universe to execute?
No.
We
Tom, we did a Tom once, right? I remember we had an episode where we talked about Tom.
Right Path Tom?
No. Tom, like a Tom on Twitter.
Oh, Jim.
Jim, that's who.
Freejim.com. Yeah. And then we did contact him.
No, we don't have an idea for one specific person.
Well, now we have one, Scott.
I like it. So I think somebody's got to do it. And, Manuel, you've got to do it. So you've got you're welcome.
I do.
You're welcome world.
It's a big one. Scott, our ideas, they change the world. That's just
it's the facts.
Exactly.
Just the facts.
Nothing can stand in the way of that. Not even the federal U.S. government.
Oh, no. What have they done?
So I'm thankful that apparently enough people know these facts. And Mark Zuckerberg, even though he's tied up in the U.S. court, I think people I haven't gotten the details of that, but I think people are surprised that he owns all their data. One, come on. 2, you got to listen to the idea tank, because in episode 13, Scott, I talked about an idea where you could use Facebook data to not just match people in a dating app style, but match people in all aspects of life. Friends, group outings, and dating, you could do that too. But the bottom line was, use the fact that Facebook knows you better than you know yourself. Gives you great relevant ads. Group you up with the people who have the same exact ads. And guess what, Scott? Guess why Match.com's stock just dropped today?
Why?
Because Facebook announced that they are getting into the online dating business.
What?
Yep. In this dating app, Scott.
No way.
You will be able to see potential matches as well as nearby events that match up with your personal interest. Then you can tap the event to unlock and see other dating app users who are interested in the event and start messaging with them.
Whoa.
This is. Let's see. Let me.
This really is our idea.
Yeah, this is very much so it.
Wow.
Now my big thing was.
You're welcome, Mark Zuckerberg.
You're welcome, Facebook. Hopefully he survives the European courts, because he will, because that's just all dog and pony show. And you're welcome, all the marriages that are going to come out of this.
Yeah. Welcome to name babies after Scott and Eric.
or the idea tank.
If you do, we might give you some money for that.
Credit for the article goes to Yahoo and Dan Howley.
Wow. This is crazy. No
It
wonder
is.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
$1 billion idea.
The adjustment and the big difference between episode 13, where we talked about this, was I don't know what percentage of people out there are looking for a first date, because that's the only people that would use this service, versus the number of people who are looking for a good friend, a new friend, move to a new city, you're already married with kids, all that stuff.
Is Match really a publicly traded company?
Let's see. Match Group. MTCH.
Down 22%.
Boom.
Oh.
It was 19 in this article 3 hours ago.
Wow.
That's big.
That's huge. Big news. That's a lot of market share there.
I guess we should have bought stock, since we knew we were going to change the world.
I know.
We
We should have shorted this. Maybe that's our plan.
We're acting in a false reality. We're acting against the facts, Scott. We're acting as though we're not changing the world actively.
But we are.
We are.
Because this is the Idea Tank. So you're welcome, Facebook. Remember us, the little guys that got you started.
And you're welcome, world. And you're welcome, little Scott, little Eric, and little Idea Tank.
Until next week.
Oh, tell us where. So, yeah, we got a short episode.
Okay, yeah. Short episodes. We're only doing one idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can find us on ideatankpodcast.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We're also on Instagram, but we don't post much there. But follow us on Twitter. Shoot us an email at ideatankpodcast.com or ideatankpodcast at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us what you think.
We'll see you next week.
Until next week.